I'm Dr. Ayo. This is Black Love Partners. Tomorrow's the beginning of Black History Month. And I'm going to talk about how Black history relates to Black Love Partners, how we pick our partners, and the process of determining whether or not somebody is of interest to you. Now, I compare the social media dating programs that are out there to the auction block. Back in the day when Black people were enslaved, we were brought to an auction block, and then enslavers looked at us and made a decision about whether or not we were desirable. We're now seeing a similar process on these dating sites where people are viewed and we make decisions based on looking at somebody. Are they good enough for me? Now, part of this good enough process is really about, do you look like what I value? And let's talk about that a little bit, because a lot of people may have some issues with the fact that I wear African clothing. And I want to today reveal a little bit about myself and African clothing. I had this outfit made for me by an African lady, and I wear my African clothing as a reminder of who I am, but also to help normalize African clothing for Black people, because we've been taught to reject our Africanness. Now, let's just take a minute while I make a transition. What I'm going to do is take this off, and I'm going to take my hair out so that you can see the process that we need to go through. As Black women, we frequently will braid our hair. Now, most recently, Black women are braiding their hair and putting somebody else's hair in there. We have to stop and think about what we're saying, that our hair is not good enough. So let's look at this process of who we are as Black women and our hair. Now, for me, I find that sometimes my hair creates more problems. Now, how is it that hair creates problems? Well, when you have tightly curled hair, there are those who feel that there's something wrong with it when there's not. Tightly curled hair is natural, it's strong, and it's really very beautiful. But we've been trained to believe that the straighter your hair is, the more beautiful you are. Now, certainly I can wear my hair straighter, but it doesn't really make me more beautiful, because if that was the case, then we would have to ask the question, why aren't all people with straight hair, Caucasians, Asians, etc., the happiest people on the planet? It's because hair doesn't make you happy. It's a style, it's a look, but it does not bring happiness. And in fact, for many Black people, we're under the false impression that somehow straighter hair makes you better, that lighter skin makes you better. And I'm here to tell you that your straighter hair, your lighter skin, thinner lips, and pointed noses don't make you better, makes you who you are. But we need to look back at our history as Black people. And certainly I can look back in my family history. And one of the things that I see is that I do have Caucasian blood, which a lot of people brag about when they're Black. They say, oh, my family was Irish or whatever ethnic group. But what they don't know is that for Black people who were enslaved, that Caucasian, that white blood, usually got there through raping. So we're the only people on the planet who go around bragging about the rapist and rejecting the African who survived the greatest traumas that any group of people have ever experienced. And so I pay homage to my African heritage because my African blood is strong, it's determined, and it allows us to get through the worst traumas that have ever been created for any group of people. I salute Black people, dark-skinned Black people with tightly curled hair, with full lips and broad noses, who are the original people. They are the people who created and built the pyramids and gave us the sciences and gave us all that civilization currently enjoys. I'm Dr. Ayo, and this is Black Love Partners.